So this is Tim Draper. Something's going on with this guy's eyebrows. I don't know if that's intentional. I think it is. I don't know if they're real, if they're fake. It doesn't matter much. But Tim Draper says that Bitcoin will hit 250,000 when the US government sees the light. So let's check this video out here from Timmy. Timmy Eyebrows. Uh-oh. This idiot. Let's see what Timmy Eyebrows has to say.
$1,000. My Bitcoin price prediction. So my first one was $10,000 by 20. It was in 2014. I made the prediction. I said 3 years, 2017, $10,000. Everybody said, "What are you talking about? It's $180. You're off by like 2 decimals." I said it's going to hit it, and it did. And then it dropped down to 4,000, and at 4,000 I said, okay, it's going to hit 250,000 in 4 years, and that was in 2018, and it didn't. And part of that was all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt spread by the SEC. And that slowed down growth. It slowed down innovation. It slowed down progress. It slowed down technology. I mean, just generally technology. And so it didn't hit that number yet. Well, eventually the government is going to have to come to see the light. And the moment they see the light, it's going to blow through $250,000 so fast. And it might be Bitcoin on the way up, and it might be the dollar on the way down, but it's going to blow through 250,000. Slow down progress.
Okay, this is the part that I want to pay attention to here. Listen to what he says about when he thought that it was going to hit 250,000 in 2022. We were kind of on that direction. We were on that trend. But then listen to what he talks about here in terms of why we didn't.
And that slowed down growth. It's slowed down all the fear in 2018. And it didn't. And part of that was all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt spread by the SEC. And that slowed down growth. It slowed down innovation. It slowed down progress. It slowed down technology. I mean, just generally technology.
So Timmy Eyebrows there says that the reason why Bitcoin didn't hit 250K in 2022 was because of the SEC spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which what they're still up to. I mean, they approved the ETF and all, but that's their main strategy for keeping down Bitcoin, keeping the eyes off of Bitcoin, keeping the eyes on the dollar. But think about this. If Timmy Eyebrows here is saying that the SEC was the ones who prevented it from going to 250 just by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Think about this. We're heading into the fall. We're heading into the halving, post-halving. Everybody's expecting a big cycle here. And imagine this. Imagine Kamala Harris wins presidency. You think that the SEC did damage? Stopped it from going to 250 from where it was? Imagine what the US government could do if they really wanted to stop Bitcoin. Think about it. They could stop all the exchanges. They could make it a fine for sending a Bitcoin transaction, maybe $100,000, 5 years in jail for sending a Bitcoin transaction. They could remove all the Bitcoin wallets from the App Store. They could subpoena the exchanges, the companies who are transacting in Bitcoin. They could have the banks freeze anybody who's associated with Bitcoin. They have the ability to do that. And again, it would not be legal. They could not legally do that. But here's the thing. This is what the government does. This is what they're famous for doing. They would implement those laws, or not laws, but they would write something up. There'd be a whole bunch of, the media would go crazy over it. They would say that Bitcoin's dead. And before people could really understand what was going on there, not only would they not be interested in buying, but a lot of people would actually sell their Bitcoin, because they would say, is it worth it? Is it worth risking $100,000 fine and 5 years in jail for transacting with Bitcoin? Not worth it. I'm out. So that's what's at stake here. And that's what drives me so nuts about people who are saying that Kamala Harris could be remotely good for Bitcoin. Because if the SEC had the ability to stop it with fear, uncertainty, and doubt, imagine what Kamala Harris could do with actual executive orders around Bitcoin. So that's the scary part for me. And that's